Yeah, light
Hello,
cruisers. Oh, sorry.
welcome to some more testing games. Starting a little late here. We've been talking a lot about what's been going on the patch and the lobby, and you don't necessarily need to hear all of it, but you definitely want to hear some of it. So we're starting the recording. We're gonna go through the plates, and then we're gonna continue that conversation. Team one: Poppy, Corbo, Quiz, Rom. Team two: Vrin, Espresso, Jordan, and Wolf. Looks like ANS might be approaching something akin to a real fleet comp here, so that's very exciting. We have Corbeau with the Wing Axfords, Wing 120 Axford, plus two Spy Frags with S3Hs, and Sarissa's Puppy's got Blind Man, which is a Beam Axford with Beam Point Defense, and a couple defenders with a support voxel radar delivery device, and a nearly naked A-Cap Sprinter. Quiz has a Beam Destroyer with defenders all around, a Bullseye, Chaff Box, pretty standard defensive Beam Destroyer, a Spy Frig, and a couple of missile PD enabled sprinters with one gun sprinter. Rom's got the new version of the world's cheapest beam battleship, which I don't know what he's done to the insides. We'll check that out in a second. Along with one spy frig and a handful of nearly naked capping spinners. Jordan's got one container liner at a half load. Now these have been, I think their price has been reduced by like 50%, and their channel has also been reduced by a lot, by like 50% too. Mine containers, rocket containers, and then some default container. Wow, this is like mostly mines. Okay. Yeah. So Jordan brought a mining fleet. So we probably could have left the teams the way that they were. Well, that's fine. Espresso
Radio?
has plasma torpedo bulk freighters. Interesting, interesting. Wolf's got a little C90 monitor swarm with some 100 mils, some jamming, and some S2s in there, as well as one MMT. Vrin's got a cat fleet with two multi-mission mining tugs, two multi-mission tugs, three multi-mission tugs, a couple of rocket shuttles, a couple of gun shuttles, and then a nearly naked capping ship. Yes, there is a lobby up. Whoever asked. We're currently in the Coliseum and playing on the testing match. Oh yeah, all the ships got renamed for some reason.
Alright. Oh, there's a skirmish up top between the frigates and an MMT right now.
Is that okay? No, this is just a normal bulk freighter. For a second, I thought the container liner was up, hanging out on top, and was about to die for free, which was extremely funny. So the main contingent point that we've been discussing a great deal before we started this recording is that ANS win rates have been in the toilet the whole testing patch. Um, there have been a lot of different opinions as to why that is. And we're hoping this game with their, it was my snide comment at the start, ANS has like a really well-rounded comp. I think that's going to help them win the game pretty effectively, especially in the face of OSP with one mining fleet and then one extremely expensive plasma torp fleet. He's thrown some mines all over the map. In some very interesting positions. Oh yeah, mine containers are cheaper, I believe. This most recent patch, along with the container liner being cheaper. Must be able to grab Charlie and Delta. No one's able to grab Echo just yet. ANS, of course, has their natural, and no one is pushing on Alpha. OSP already lost several of their camping assets, 2 shuttles, and 1 tug. Oh. That's a mine into a defenseless sprinter, bye-bye. That's not dead. Still get the point cap off. But it's, and you see it's losing control, I think. I can't tell if that's going up or down. Okay, it's going up. More missile duels happening on top of the map. Bonk.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
NS has also jumped on the Alpha point. They can get a cap lead here. OSP is going to be in big trouble. ANS very effective defenses with their beams. And they got 1 beam Axford, 1 beam Destroyer, and 1 beam Battleship. Oh, nice little well-rounded set of beam vessels. All the possible beam vessels. Very exciting. Looks like OSP's stacking up around the upper delta side of the map, looking to box with Corbeau's long range 450 Axford. That's going about as well as you might expect for the monitors. Axford's able to dodge, dump 450 down the field, and crunch the nose of these ships. Actually, I think at this range, both fleets are dodging pretty effectively. Monitors ate a few shots on the nose early on. Well, no, there are a couple more. That is going to start adding up. Monitors definitely have less capacity to repair than Axfords do. EO wake on these hybrids because semi-active got the price increase. Bonk. There's another dead tug.
The enemy is securing Zone Eclipse.
S2's coming out. I think these are actually fired at a life pod. Based on this trajectory, yeah, there's some other shells going after this life pod, so I think that's it. Beam out from the battleship. These monitors about to fall over real quick. Yeah, by correctly pointing out that if anything loses their comms in this AO, they're immediately going to die thanks to all these mines camped out on the points. Now, I think we can say for sure, if ANS doesn't win this one, then something's definitely wrong. Given what these comps are looking like.
Well, they just lost the points lead, so there's that.
That is why I
Hopefully.
brought that up, yeah.
Yeah, only OSP is able to afford sacrificing ships on points.
So many mines.
Yeah, and there's more. Here comes more.
Oh,
Oh boy.
rocket shuttle. But Axford is probably fine.
Yeah, Auroras and Defenders, that'll handle rockets just fine. And it's gonna close with the shuttle and blast it. How far away is that? Oh, I can't tell. That is something I did not consider about Tumbleweed, is it's kind of hard to read the ruler. Damn, shut out the drive immediately. That's pretty painful. And that shuttle's gonna go down real quick now. There it goes. Beam expert up onto
The
Echo.
enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Another volley of mine containers coming in. He's gonna pop on the E point. Where are these going? Oh, I see. That's cute. Alright, these are all immediately going to get cleaned up by a sprinter. Oh my. OSP doesn't really have any pushing force anymore. The monitors are getting zoned out by the Axfords, the container liners just yeeting mines everywhere.
What's Espresso trying to accomplish here?
I do not know. That's what I'm looking at right now. It's like they're trying to engage the Axfords and the beam battleship, but at range, and that's not gonna do anything.
Plasma nerf definitely hurting a bit here.
Dead ship. Oh, Jordan. Why? Puppy's eating some 100 and C90 fire to the face, and it's not doing that much. But it does happen to be going directly into his guns. Oh, right, one of these is an Aurora. Forget Puppy doesn't use guns, those are for peasants. Let's take a look at the inside of the Tringist score. What do we got in here? Bunch of smalls. Yeah, looks like the aux spam has been replaced by 3 auxiliaries and then small spam.
Managed to get 7 restores and 25 teams on that thing. That's a very respectable amount of DC for what is clearly not an expensive ship.
Indeed. Alright. Now this we gotta see. It's gonna be Mattocks, a million Mattocks army versus 1 battleship with some defenders in Arc. And I'm pretty sure the battleship wins this, just because Mattocks are slow and defender is good.
Not so little Wolf's monitors that just redeployed from D to the E point just got blasted by a reactor bloom, unfortunately.
Wolf's, yeah, from that tug from Prince Tug.
Yeah, but it looks like E point is probably going to be the play for OSP here, as they redeployed pretty much all their main frontline ships there.
And Rom's slowly pushing on to Delta with his beam BB. I don't know, it's not even that slow. It's like normal battleship speed, yeah, 18 ms.
Very few of those mines aren't even armed.
Yeah, and the ones that are arming one at a time and flying at the ship and getting defendered. Why are you like this? So
I
this
think there's
is
a sprint trap in there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
is
there
there?
it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there it is.
One hit.
Oh,
Two.
there's two. BB's fine though.
See, what if those were all sprint mines instead of
Mattocks.
whatever this is?
Or if you had a bunch of like
Securing zone dagger.
of the group Mattocks, the fucking what are those called? The co-ops.
Co-ops.
Yeah.
There were some of those in there. I think the angles were just so bad they were activating one at a time too.
That might have been. Alright,
Someone mind checking a stream?
Sure, but
Thank you.
Espresso's engaging Puppy over that echo point, specifically the radar voxel, which is having a very bad time at close range. Plasma 100 mil.
Rocket container strike. Maybe.
Immediately back off.
But looks like
Or-
Puppy's fossil is going to get out of there.
Ah, yes.
containers onto Delta.
Genius. You'll never see it coming, dude. Let's see this rocket strike. This might actually get... Well, no, rockets can't penetrate BB armor, so this is just gonna plasma the
The enemy
port side.
zone
Yeah.
dagger.
They're not really do anything. Alright, we have 6 basic containers. Amazing.
I don't think mind spam was the answer for
We've-
OSP.
Done it. We've convinced OSP to throw as much as ANS.
Yeah, you simply have awful fleet comps. The other team wins. Crazy.
And all it took was the most beam-favored map in the game.
And a questionable OSP composition that is composed of half mines.
Alright, a hot take. Styx is actually the most being favored map in the game.
I fucking hate Styx. Also, why? It's so big.
Because even though you have these like really wide angle sight lines, the places that they exist, you can control points extremely effectively.
Hmm.
And so it like even though there are only a couple of places for beams to really hide behind, every single one of those places is unbelievably good. Like, oh, let me reposition to cover 3 points behind this one rock. Cool. Alright, I'll cover these 3. You get over there, you cover those 3. And hey, that's the whole map. Womp womp. We win.
Wait, which 3 points would that be? They're so far
Well,
apart.
so the there's an upper middle area where you can't directly see Charlie, but you can back up to easily see Charlie, and then also control the natural, and then also control the lower left point, whichever one that is.
That one big rock.
And then and then on the right, the like lower right side of the map, you can control. You can basically control both naturals and the lower right point from ANS's perspective. It's
Oh,
like-
the liners have managed
really
to ambush the
fucking good.
battleship on the D point.
Okay.
That's-
And they're immediately getting hit by the other expert.
That's teamwork, baby.
See, yeah, I don't know. But we've had a sort of reversal where OSP's surprisingly small cap fleet has been decimated, whereas ANS is mostly operational, so It's hard to see them coming back from this.
Yeah, I feel like they probably invested way too much into mines. They don't have any offensive capability.
Well, they just don't really have any pushing power, right? Because we got these 2 bulk freighters, which is plasma and torpedoes. Good close-range weapons, but you can't, like, run at someone with that. We've got the mine build, which is bad, obviously. And then we got the multi-mission monitor blob, which can get work done, but it kind of needs something else to support it. And then we have a cat fleet.
Topes are going out.
Meanwhile, Anus has...
Although might have been caught out here.
Then a third of that cat fleet was pretty much mines, with 2 mining tugs like that.
Alright, let's see it. 12 duns.
Defender's not an arc for this one.
Oh. Goodbye, Sir Jeffers. Oh, but he
Actually-
bow tanked it. Yeah, so it's fine.
It's basically fine. Those warheads must be really small.
Well, the nose of the
Maybe
Axford
less
has a lot of
than-
empty space. So if you take
Oh,
missiles
that's
like...
the launch range.
Yeah, the warheads are decently small, because after all, that was a 5-kilometer shot, maybe 6. So in order for your torpedoes to be able to reach that far, your warheads have to be medium-sized or smaller.
I don't
Warheads
know.
are
I was
decently
expecting it to at least blow the nose off there, but
I think they also managed to
that
shoot
does-
down enough of the torpedoes too.
oh, they definitely
It was
did.
the crossfire from the Tharissa.
Yeah.
I know. I use 5 and 6 kilometer torpedoes, and I expect them to do way more, but maybe the maneuver on these is just really high.
It's not. I think part of the problem is just the angle. You hit an Axford in the nose, it just doesn't have much up there.
It's possible.
Also has 3 stacked reinforced ACs.
So a lot of that damage just gets dumped into the
Oh.
void, and a lot more of the damage gets dumped into the immortal hell stack of damage control centers, which are double critted and on fire. So
Oh, these are also weave torpedoes. The defenders also have decent arcs against them, and are sniping a lot of them last minute.
No.
Well, not this salvo though, but previous salvos they have.
Oh, is that C90's about to go into the side of this?
Yeah, Wolf's made his way into a flanking position and is looking at Puppy's Vauxhall and a natural point.
and missing it, unfortunately. Oh, there's a hit. Go on, there's another one. Yeah, a lot of these C90s have just been whooshing. Oh, he's got a lock though now. That accuracy is going to tighten up real quick.
I'm surprised OSP hasn't kept E yet.
And it's pretty much open. They're too busy getting in fistfights. They just don't have that many ships left.
They literally have like a mine tug that just like hovered right next to E and then left.
Yikes. That's kind of a problem, yeah.
That's I don't know, must be still paranoid about Puppy's Axford, which has backed off a bit, but I don't think they have any way of knowing that.
Ooh.
I think it's yeah. I mean, I could totally understand that. Unfortunately, it's like at the time of the game where you kind of just throw stuff at points to delay the inevitable.
Honestly, I think Puppy's Axford is actually still in range there. It's just about 5k. Yeah, I don't know if they'd be able to take it regardless.
So also going to start feasting on monitors if this doesn't end now.
There we go. OSP recognizes it's over. They're not going to make us wait. That's good.
There you go. Yeah, OSP realized they have no offensive power left.
Yep. I am not very happy about that, I'm going to be honest.
I mean, at least if, OSP throws and Alliance is stacked, Alliance can win. So that's good to know.
What do you mean OSP throws?
He's got a container
Well,
line with
okay, I don't want to say. I don't want to say
What do you call that?
throws. Sorry, I don't want to say throws. I mean like 2 players who are not in voice chat communication. Is better.
Well, I mean, like, it's already
questionable.
where,
Dude,
like,
a mine fleet, a 3K mine fleet is just a throw. Yes, like it's
Yeah,
okay.
like,
You can say that.
There's 192 mines on the container liner.
Yeah, that's just bad. Espresso also kind of over invested in these bulk freighters, and OSP didn't have that much in the way of supporting assets.
So basically, what I'm hearing is, no matter how well ANS does, there's always a reason
No,
outside
you're not
of
hearing that.
balance
But
that
this
they
game was
lost.
not a good example of it.
I mean, I never even had to shoot anyone. Which,
Every time I've played in test patches now and ANS wins, that's what I fucking hear. Is OSP through?
Has there
Well,
been? Has there been another? Wait, has there been another ANS win today?
Not just this test patch.
Well, no, but everything before the last iteration is pretty much irrelevant because this is the iteration we're playing on here.
What I'm saying, Wolf, is that every time that I've seen ANS win, I've heard what I've heard is OSP through.
Well, okay.
So it seems
in
to me
this
like there's
case,
some sort
is
of
it
bias
wrong,
here.
though?
Oh, come on, puppy.
I mean, being on the losing team the last time you won, puppy, I'd say OSP through. But
Look, I don't know. Like, when ANS wins, we say OSP through. And you know what? I think that's justifiable. And then when OSP wins, we say that ANS through. And, like,
No, we
that's
don't.
not incorrect.
No, we don't. When
do.
OSP wins, we say OSP needs to get nerfed.
No, we do say ANS throws.
I don't know, man.
When we do 24, look, when we've done like 24 test games over the last week before today, and there were like what 1 or 2 Alliance wins. I don't know. I feel like that's indicative of a pattern, but
How many
I don't know.
times did ANS bring beams?
I don't know. I have not been counting. They have brought beams plenty of times. How much beams? I couldn't really tell you. I gave you a approximate estimate. Obviously here there's a lot of beams, and it's on Tumbleweed, so that's pretty good.
I mean, like,
yeah.
even in those previous games, like, ANS brings beams pretty commonly. I've seen beams being played by ANS
How many times did
commonly,
ANS bring
and their
beams
teams
and they are
still
just
lose.
held off in the middle of fucking nowhere to guard a point? Like a ANS bringing beams just to guard points doesn't help them win.
I've seen ANS use beamstones offensively too, like pushing the beamstones to lock out, to zone out like certain areas of the map, but they still end up losing. Because in some of the games that I played, the moment we see a beamstone, we just focus a lot of missiles on it and it just dies.
Okay, try that to a beam battleship or a beam Axford.
And there was games before where beam battleships push out and then they get hit by 450s and plasma 100. So I wouldn't say it's just because.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, we didn't like. I don't think that's
Okay.
the best OSP cap fleet I've ever seen. I don't think that was the best ANS cap fleet I've ever seen either.
Well, I put it from Xeno's fleet. This is just straight up Xeno's fleet.
Sure,
Is
but
there
like
a lobby up?
no torp tugs on.
Xeno made a fucking mine. Whatever.
No torp tugs on Tumbleweed is definitely maybe a missed opportunity.
Look,
This is probably because it's Xeno's general cap fleet.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the fleet build was bad. I'm saying for the specific map and the specific choices, there are options.
What's the password?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like Ren's cap fleet isn't bad, but it's just like it added more mines when there's already like a dedicated mine fleet, which is already like questionable. So it's just like it's exemplifying what is already a pretty poor team composition.
But the CON had standard containers. I did not ask, which is my fault.
There was a deficit of communication. let's
Yeah,
say.
otherwise I think that cap fleet would have been fine, like because it's got some mines, but it's not like overly dedicated on mines, and it's got MMTs and it's got shuttles, cheap shuttles that you could sacrifice for point capture when need be. It's just that CLN just exacerbated everything.
So let's not say that ANS can never win a game, and let's not say OSP is catastrophically OP just based on that one game. Let's play some more games.
That's fair.
And on that note, thank you, dear Rom. Man, Rom's. I'm kind of proud of Rom. He's been playing this game longer than I have, pretty sure. But lately, in the past, like, 4 or 5 months, he's gotten really good about communicating with people. Well, no, that's not a good way to phrase it. He's always been a good communicator, but lately he's been like a good leader, a good community person. Good community person. Let's put it that way. It's kind of nice to see. Just mediating and providing alternative perspectives that people may not be expecting or prepared for, and so forth and so on. It's nice. Anyways, that's that game. It's over. We are moving to the next one. This is all happening out of my Discord. The link for that is in the description. Man, there's a ton of people in here right now. That's like 18 people, I think. Very cool. If you are interested in participating in testing games, this is one of the best places to do that. If you just want people for Stack v Stack Gaming, we do that too. More than anybody else. It's just pretty nice. It's pretty fun. It's a good hangout spot. At least I think so. Of course, I'm in charge of everything, so I'm biased. Oh, this is a rambling ending. Bye. Go away. See you later.